price of eternal beauty. Hollywood is a dream city where glitz and glamour hide a dark and sometimes tragic reality. Behind the shining smiles and flawless images lies a world of unbearable pressure, all-consuming vanity and risky decisions. Today we dive into the stories of those who dared to defy time and nature, only to face nightmarish consequences. From frozen faces to unrecognizable transformations, these beauty fails not only shocked fans, but also changed careers and lives forever. Get ready as we reveal the most stunning beauty fails in Hollywood history. Jessica Alves, Human Barbie and the Perils of Gender Transition. Jessica Alves, a Brazilian-British television presenter known as Human Barbie, has undergone countless cosmetic surgeries to change her appearance and identity. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil on July 30th, 1983, she identified as a woman from an early age, despite her biological sex. Playing with Barbie dolls and dressing up was a way for her to express her gender identity. As a teenager, Jessica faced a hormonal imbalance that led to the development of breast tissue, as well as bullying due to her unique characteristics. Her transformation involved over 103 cosmetic surgeries, costing over £500,000, with 51 of these being plastic surgeries as of 2018. These included multiple nose jobs that resulted in loss of smell, implants, liposuction, and more. Jessica firmly believes that gender should not be used to classify people, and her journey is a reflection of a deeply personal quest for authenticity. However, her story also highlights the potential risks and sacrifices that can be made in the pursuit of an altered identity when the body becomes a field for endless surgical interventions. Anastasia Pokrishchuk, a dangerous experiment in pursuit of perfection. Anastasia Pokrishchuk, a young woman from Kyiv, Ukraine, began her journey of cosmetic transformations at the age of 26. Her quest for perfection led to the usual procedures: veneers, Botox, chin and jaw correction, liposuction. But what makes her story different is not the methods, but the performer. Anastasia took it upon herself to inject fillers herself, relying on online tutorials. She claims to strictly observe sterility, injecting substances with the coolness of a medical professional. Her confidence in her abilities is unwavering, despite the warnings of worried doctors. Excessively prominent cheeks have become her hallmark, and Anastasia has even tried to secure the title of the owner of the most prominent cheeks in the world. In a 2020 interview, she declared her unwavering commitment to self-injection of fillers, ignoring any concerns. Anastasia Pokrishchuk's story is a warning about the risks of self-injection in a field that requires deep knowledge and experience, and about the fine line between the desire for beauty and a dangerous experiment. Mioku, a face erased by aspiration. Once a shining star of the catwalk and stage, Korean model and singer Mioku, whose career peaked at age 28, found herself in the grip of a devastating addiction. Her insatiable thirst for flawless skin led to endless procedures, even moving to Japan for more surgeries. Doctors, shocked by her insatiable desire for perfection, eventually abandoned further interventions. But Hang's addiction was stronger than any medical prohibitions. Back in Korea, she became unrecognizable even to her own parents. Her search for psychiatric help was interrupted when she found a surgeon willing to continue silicone injections. When professional supplies ran out, a desperate Hang made a horrific decision, injecting her face with vegetable oil, which led to irreversible swelling, scarring, and complete disfigurement. Her tragic story touched the public. Funds were raised to try to restore her to her former appearance. But even 10 complex surgeries could only partially remove the harmful substances and reduce her face. Today at 60, Mioku works in a secondhand store, living on government benefits. Her only hope is to restore her former face, but her disfigured appearance will forever remain a harsh reminder of the devastating effects of plastic surgery addiction. April Michelle Brown, the horrific price of underground injectables. April Michelle Brown's quest for beauty ended in unimaginable tragedy after she received underground buttock injections from an unlicensed practitioner. Believing it was a simple enhancement, she had no idea the injections contained industrial silicone, a toxic substance designed to seal bathrooms, not the human body. The silicone caused a massive infection that led to the amputation of both her arms and legs to save her life. Over the next several years, April endured 27 surgeries and an excruciating emotional battle to survive. Despite the trauma, she embraced her new life with prosthetics and an unwavering spirit. Instead of retreating, April decided to share her story to warn others about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. Her experience is a sobering reminder that pursuing beauty through unsafe shortcuts can come at an irreversible cost. Today, she is a symbol of resilience and self-acceptance, inspiring others to put safety, self-respect, and conscious choice above dangerous beauty ideals. Yulia Tarasevich, a beauty queen's nightmare. At 43, Yulia Tarasevich, a former Russian beauty queen and Mrs. Russia 2018 title holder, faced a nightmare that ruined her life. In an effort to maintain her flawless appearance, she decided to undergo a series of cosmetic surgeries: blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, vision correction, and liposuction. The goal was simple: to achieve a more refined, perfect look. But what was supposed to be an improvement turned into a tragedy. Instead of the desired result, Yulia woke up with a monstrous swelling of the face, impaired facial functions, and, worst of all, the inability to completely close her eyes. Her face was distorted beyond recognition. The aftermath was devastating, both physically and emotionally. Her career, her self-confidence, her life, everything was at stake. In desperation, she filed a lawsuit against the surgeons, Andre Cowell and Omar Khed, accusing them of negligence. The doctors in turn claimed that her condition was caused by scleroderma, a rare genetic disorder that causes the skin to become hard. Yulia vehemently rejected this explanation, insisting that she had no health problems before the procedures. Despite the significant investment in corrective procedures, she accepted that her face may never return to its former state. Her story is a powerful warning about the potential dangers of cosmetic surgery and the imperative need for thorough research and caution before making life-changing decisions. Neven Ciganovic, dangerous side effects and an unquenchable thirst for transformation. Neven Ciganovic, a 45-year-old Croatian celebrity stylist and reality TV host, is known for his contributions to Croatian television and his extensive history of cosmetic surgeries. In a recent episode of Revelation, he shocked viewers by revealing an unusual side effect of his latest surgery: a permanent erection. Ciganovic had decided to undergo a third nose job in an Iranian clinic, motivated by financial considerations, but was forced to urgently return to Belgrade. This rare condition, known as priapism, is caused by an allergic reaction to anesthetic. It is a serious disorder that requires immediate attention, as emphasized by the French Association of Virologists. Proper treatment is crucial to prevent complications and irreversible erectile dysfunction. Despite this unexpected and undoubtedly traumatic complication, Neven Ciganovic remains true to his passion for surgical enhancements. He expressed his desire to undergo another procedure to achieve his desired appearance and global recognition. Neven's story is a disturbing reminder of the unpredictable risks associated with plastic surgery, especially when financial considerations are put above safety. Bryan, the cost of fillers and losing her sight. Bryan's journey to cosmetic enhancement is a devastating and cautionary tale that has shocked the world. In 2009, at the age of 47, Carol, a former dancer and model, decided to have facial fillers injected into her face to freshen up her appearance. However, the procedure went horribly wrong when doctors injected a cocktail of substances, including industrial silicone, into her forehead and cheeks. Instead of being slightly rejuvenated, her face became painfully swollen and disfigured. Despite desperate attempts to reverse the damage, her condition worsened. Carol became a recluse, allowing only her daughter to see her, and even contemplated suicide, unable to bear the sight of her reflection in the mirror. In 2013, she underwent major reconstructive surgery, but damage to the optic nerve left her permanently blind in one eye. Although she later underwent additional procedures, such as skin grafts and facial implants, the physical and emotional trauma remains. Now in her 50s, Carol continues to speak out about her ordeal, becoming a vocal advocate for cosmetic surgery safety. Her story is a powerful reminder of the serious risks associated with cosmetic procedures and the importance of researching doctors, understanding potential complications, and not taking elective treatments lightly. Pete Burns, the evolution and tragedy of an icon. Pete Burns, the legendary frontman of cult band Dead or Alive, was known not only for his music, but also for the dramatic physical transformations that made him an underground cultural icon. What began as a simple rhinoplasty in the 1980s evolved into a lifelong obsession with cosmetic surgery. Burns spent much of his fortune, estimated at around £1 million, on nearly 300 procedures in an attempt to achieve a bold, unique look that reflected his individuality and artistry. His surgeries often resulted in serious complications, including infections, necrosis, and the need for repeat corrective surgeries. In one interview, he admitted to having 18 months of reconstructive surgery after a botched lip procedure. Despite doctors' warnings, Burns remained true to his vision, viewing each transformation as a form of self-expression, a living work of art. Sadly, his journey ended in 2016 when he died of natural causes from a heart attack aged 57. His life is both a testament to creative freedom and a stark warning about the physical and emotional toll of extreme cosmetic alterations. Michael Jackson, the tragedy of eternal transformation. Michael Jackson's dramatic transformation is undoubtedly one of the most talked about and tragic stories in the world of plastic surgery. Comparisons of photos of his youth with the last pictures taken before his death in 2009 reveal profound changes in his appearance. Reports from sources such as the Daily Mail suggest that Michael Jackson underwent a significant number of procedures, some of which were intended to correct previous surgeries. His journey began with a desire to improve his nose. He was said to be so concerned about his initial rhinoplasty that he asked his sister LaToya to undergo the procedure first as a trial. Once he was satisfied with the result, he proceeded with his own surgery in 1979, marking the beginning of his transformative journey. Dr. E.A. Gorbis, an expert in body dysmorphic disorder, estimates that Michael Jackson may have had around 100 surgeries. Some of these procedures significantly altered his features to the point that his ethnicity became difficult to discern. The exact number and nature of these surgeries remain unclear, but Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked with Michael's surgeons in the 1990s, said they included multiple rhinoplasties, cheek implants, blepharoplasties, and chin implants. Dr. Goodstein said Michael would return for multiple surgeries every 2 months, sometimes undergoing as many as a dozen procedures at each visit. The story of Michael Jackson is a harrowing tale of the pressures of fame, the inner search for perfection, and the devastating effects of endless transformations that ultimately led to the loss of his recognizable appearance and may have become part of his personal tragedy.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it's not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face.
Katie Price, a relentless odyssey of transformations. Katie Price, the iconic British media personality and model, is a unique phenomenon in the world of celebrities who have undergone plastic surgery. She openly admits to her many cosmetic procedures and is unashamed to talk about her extensive transformations, which have accumulated over the years of her modeling career. Katie kept a natural look until her 30s, but then her journey to change began, and now at 45, she is unashamedly doing what she loves. Her odyssey began in 1999 when she underwent a significant breast augmentation, going from a 32B to a 32DD, and had her nose reshaped. By 2006, she was well on her way to full-on plastic surgery, and by 2011, she was proudly embracing the transformation. Katie's transformations have continued to become more dramatic. In 2016, she opted for fuller lips and a smooth, shiny face, which led to difficulties in everyday life.
I can't, my mouth is so numb, I can't go like that. I can't do a kiss sign like that.
Just 2 years later, her appearance at the National Television Awards was so striking that she was almost unrecognizable. The scale of her surgeries has increased, including annual breast augmentations since 2019, with each of her breast implants estimated to weigh around 4.4 pounds. This has raised concerns among plastic surgeons about her overall health. One doctor, Dr. Scofalax, has expressed concern about the frequency and scale of Katie's surgeries, highlighting that it could be a potential cause for concern. The story of Katie Price is a fascinating but disturbing saga of the insatiable pursuit of an ideal that is constantly changing, and the potential risks when the body becomes an endless project. Raji Narinesingh, desperation and dangerous injections. Raji Narinesingh, a multifaceted American personality known for her roles in acting, LGBT rights, music, and reality television, came to the world on Ease Botched, revealing her harrowing struggle with the aftermath of botched cosmetic procedures. Her face, breasts, and thighs were disfigured by cement-like substances injected by an unlicensed practitioner. These horrific complications were the result of her quest for feminization, a process that should have brought her joy, but turned into a nightmare. Narinesingh, a transgender woman whose heritage is Dogla, French, African, Trinidadian, and Polynesian, began her transition in the late 1990s. In 2005, she turned to O'Neill Ron Morris, known as the Duchess, a figure in Miami's transgender community who offered cheap alternatives to professional surgery. But cheap turned out to be deadly. The fillers the Duchess used were a horrific mix of concrete, tire caulk, mineral oil, and glue, not the promised silicone. It took months for Raji to understand the true nature of these injections, as her body responded with swelling and hard lumps. The years that followed were filled with shame and isolation. Raji Narinesingh rarely left her home, avoiding seeking treatment. It was only through a second appearance on Botched that much of the harmful material was removed. Raji's story is a powerful testament to the importance of informed choice and safety in cosmetic procedures, and to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable suffering. Simon Cowell, unrecognizable because of the pursuit of youth. Simon Cowell, the legendary British TV presenter and music mogul whose insightful comments and caustic comments brought him worldwide fame on shows like The X Factor and Got Talent. Silly placed possibility of the really option. The datas were disciplined. He has undergone a dramatic transformation. After long being speculated about by the public about his plastic surgeries, in 2023, Cowell came clean. Yes, he had plastic surgery. He admitted that he had gone too far in the pursuit of youth, which ultimately left him unrecognizable and reminiscent of a character from a horror movie. This transformation shocked not only the public, but also his young son Eric, who was reportedly deeply upset by the changes in his father's appearance. In response, Simon took action. He removed some of the fillers and now takes a more subtle approach, focusing on natural changes. Moreover, Cowell emphasized the importance of a healthy lifestyle. A balanced diet, adequate water intake, and a desire to not only look good but also feel good. His story is a cautionary tale about how the pursuit of eternal youth can lead to a loss of self, and about finding a balance between appearance and well-being. Zhou Chuna, teen idol disfigured by obsession. One of the youngest personalities featured here, Zhou Chuna is a 17-year-old Chinese influencer who rose to fame on the social media platform Weibo. Her online presence revolves around her journey of extensive plastic surgery, which chronicles her remarkable transformation from an ordinary girl to a doll idol in just 3 years. Notably, she has undergone over 100 surgeries, the first of which was done at the tender age of 13. During her school years, Zhou Chuna faced ridicule from classmates who teased her with nicknames, cruel jokes, and difficult tasks like cleaning the classroom. She realized that her life could improve if she changed her appearance, so she convinced her parents to pay for her double eyelid surgery. Despite initial attempts to dissuade her, Zhou noticed a significant change in the way people treated her after her first surgery. After that initial procedure, Zhou went on to have various surgeries including fillers, ear cartilage rhinoplasty, eye surgery, breast implants, and liposuction. Her surgical pace slowed down when the COVID-19 pandemic hit China, but she still managed to have 20 surgeries in the last year alone. Despite the serious side effects of her plastic surgery addiction, such as memory loss and permanent scarring, Zhou Chuna believes it was all worth it. Her parents reportedly spent over $620,000 on her surgeries, as she even resorted to threatening to drop out of school if they didn't pay for her procedures. Zhou Chuna's journey is a shining example of the complex dynamics between societal pressure, low self-esteem, and the relentless pursuit of beauty, demonstrating how a young life can be consumed by this obsession. Thanks for joining us on this episode. See you next time.